What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the podcast. My name is Nugget. This is my co-host, Mwest, and we're going to get right into it. So, Kick dropped their new incentive program requirements, and this needs to be addressed. So, if you're not familiar with what this program is, essentially, Kick said about a year and a half ago that they believed all creators should be paid regardless of their size, and they wanted to pay creators on an hourly rate. And the number that was floating around, although not confirmed, was $17 an hour. So people were like, how can I get this? How can I get this? They did a beta program. And then recently they finally did the announcements for the requirements. So that announcement included 100 concurrent viewers in a 30-day period, 50 stream hours in a 30-day period, 15 days streamed in a 30-day period, 25 subscriptions in a 30-day period, 500 unique chatters in a 30-day period, and then 1,500 followers. And I want to go back and correct myself. 100 concurrent viewers means you average 100 people in your stream at one time. So, West, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't think this is bad, but I am annoyed with Kick in general. It is our fault or my fault for assuming that Kick would just pay anybody. Kick when Kick first entered the scene, they made it seem like we care about streamers making money. That's why you should leave Twitch, and they came at it in a very negative and harsh way, in my opinion. And then they didn't state any facts, but they just made it sound like they let people run with the narrative that they would eventually sort of start paying any and every streamer. We knew that wasn't the case, and then they rolled this out, and I think this is good for some streamers or some partners that can actually make it to this level, that are actually verified, so they can get their hourly, plus they can get sub bonuses or sub money from sub splits at a much higher level, right? But I just think that how Kick is doing things rubs me the wrong way. If you had just come into the game and talked about what you could do, how much money people could potentially make from your streaming platform, fine. But I think they do things in a very nasty and in this way that just feels a little messed up. And essentially, basically, what they're doing, to me, in my opinion, they're doing similar things that Twitch is doing, and then calling it brand new. And it's like, this is the same crap. And last week when we recorded this show, I liked the Twitch new payout and I was very positive about it. And so I want to do the same thing about this. I like that there's additional revenue streams and ways for people to make money. I just don't like how they're going about doing it. What do you think, Nug?
So something that you touched on that I'm not sure if everybody is aware of. In addition to all of this stuff, if you get accepted into this program, the split bonus for subs goes from 90% to 95%. So you retain 95% of your subs. So if you
Okay,
get $5, you'll get what, 450 of that, something like that. So
cool.
that's a benefit. Like, you to compare it to Twitch, my thoughts on it are pretty much the exact same as yours, in the sense of they did a real bait and switch. I'm not upset of them having a business model. I'm not upset at them saying, hey, we can't afford to pay every single new streamer. It's just, don't come out here and run your campaign on that. And that's what Kick has done. Kick has ran their entire campaign on the fact of, hey, we believe all creators should be paid. We're not like Twitch. We're not going to make you jump through all these hoops. Come over to Kick, hashtag pick Kick. We're just going to be picking folks that average 10 viewers and up. It doesn't matter if you have like a bunch of, and now you're saying, well, yeah, if you want to get paid the big bucks, have 100 viewers, which is 25 more than what Kick is asking. It seems shisty. Again, I understand that, hey, as a business, we can't afford to do that, but I also feel like you knew that going in. You knew that going in, or if you didn't know that going in, why are you in business? It's kind of like when people were skeptical about Kick, we were gaslit and told that we were crazy, and we were told that, hey, you're just being negative. You're not wanting to support. This is different. It's not going to be like Twitch. And now here we are, a year and a half later. I can't tell the difference between you and Twitch outside of the partner split.
Yeah, and something small I want to touch on here is you must abide by Kick's TOS, right? And I don't want to just nitpick every small little thing when it comes to Kick, but I definitely want to just make some things clear. Kick was supposed to be this platform where it's supposed to be a little bit more free flowing, less rules, more freedom. People were getting banned on Twitch and it didn't make sense. And here they are calling some of these things out that they criticized and made fun of Twitch for about abiding by TOS. And you have to have some types of terms of service when you have a platform like this. People need to abide by the rules, or else you insult, offend, and hurt other people. So I'm glad that they're doing these types of things. I'm glad that this program exists. I'm glad that people have other additional ways to make some revenue. But I just wish that just like how Kit can make all these messed up comments on social, be honest about some of the stuff that you're doing. Yeah, we said some wild shit to get you guys to pay attention, but here's the real.
And that's my issue. That's another thing. I don't want to get too deep into it, but
Mhm.
another thing that I find interesting about Kick is that whenever something happens in the Twitch space or on Twitch Twitter, or like people are upset with Twitch in general,
Yep.
here comes Kick to say, hey, since you guys are mad about this, we're not like that. Pick Kick. And it's always a really petty,
Yeah.
messy way of doing it, to where it's like your entire marketing scheme has essentially been nitpicking things that Twitch does and saying, "Hey, we're not like them." Comparing
Right.
yourself to Twitch, which I get your competition, but you're not really providing anything new to the space, especially with this new incentive program.
Before we kind of wrap this one up, I just want to say I don't want to be divisive when it comes to these types of things. I have friends that stream on multiple different platforms. I'm happy if any of my friends can be successful, can make a little bit of extra bread, and I want everyone to win and be happy where they are. I just don't want you to do it in a negative way. That's all I have to say about this.
Yep, and to wrap up myself, I think the same. It's no knock to the people who are streaming and doing very well on Kick.
Hmm.
It's just more so the illusion that we all thought that, hey, maybe this would be a little bit easier. And in
Yep.
reality, I close with this: the grass is not always greener on the other side. It is green where you water it. And we'll see you guys on the
Bars.
next episode. Have a good one, everybody.